or some new people here. Hope you got some break to get full of energy to go back. And now we are traveling to California, Berkeley, to Kayla Feder Sensei. Very happy to have you over here as well. Thanks very much, Kayla.
Thank you for having me. I'm very grateful to have been invited to be a part of this 24-hour Aikido challenge. It's a real pleasure. And it's already put me in touch with some European friends who I otherwise may not have been able to see and talk to. Thank you so much. I just want to say how aware I am that the Aikido world, it seems, has done a beautiful job of bringing people together, bringing us together as a whole. And through this pandemic, which is worldwide, I see us as Aikidoists, Aikidoka, really showing so much love and compassion for one another. And this seminar itself is really demonstrating that, you know, having invited so many people from different places and different styles and ways of training. So I'm very grateful to the organizers, and to Louis for inviting me, and Andrea, and to O Sensei for giving us this beautiful art that we can share with one another. So I am going to read you a very brief O Sensei quote. I always like to do that at the beginning of classes. And then I'll talk about how I'm going to bow in, and then we'll begin to practice together, which I'm really looking forward to. So I really am aware through this pandemic and what we're all going through of how adaptable we need to be, because things are changing every day, constantly. You know, one day I'm allowed to train with my students in the park, and the next day I'm not. And we're hearing things from around the world. So adaptability and the ability to just be in the present moment, as Carolina Sensei was talking about. Thank you for your class. It was lovely. And so here O Sensei is, I think, asking us to be adaptable, and not just in our practice in Aikido, and take our Aikido out into the world. That reflect the nature of our world. Depending on the circumstance, you should be hard as a diamond, flexible as a willow, smooth flowing like water, or as empty as space. Techniques employ 4 qualities that reflect the nature of our world. Depending on the circumstance, you should be hard as a diamond, flexible as a willow, smooth flowing like water, or as empty as space. You know, with our Aikido practice, that could really mean, depending on how the energy is coming at us, how our partner is coming at us, what attack they're using, what their energy is, whether we need to be, you know, very, very, very direct and do iri like a diamond, or more like a willow and be more fluid. So the ability to be able and comfortable doing these different things is so important. And I'll read you another O Sensei later that which speaks to a similar feeling. I'd like to just take a few moments before we bow in and sit together, just maybe 1 or 2 minutes at the most, and mostly here feel each other around the world, because wow, we have possibly hundreds of people. I don't know exactly how many are joining us right now, or 50 or 60, but just feel that. Feel that. Oh, somebody's talking, but I'm not sure. Somebody just said, I'm going to shut the light off coming into my ear. So if your mics aren't muted, just make sure you do that. So yeah, just take a moment and see if you can just feel the other people with us right now, the other people who are right here present in this moment, about to practice for the next 45 minutes or so together. And as you do that, try this breath. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe in through your nose, take the breath through the front of your body. As you breathe out through your mouth, feel the breath go up your back. So you're breathing in through your nose and bringing the breath down the front of the body. And you're breathing out through the mouth and letting the breath go up the back of the body. And just try that for a few moments and see if it can help you get really present and feel the other people with us. Check your posture, letting your bottom of your body really drop into the ground. Open your chest so your heart chakra is open, and let your chin drop so the crown of your head is reaching into the sky. All right, very nice. Thank you for sitting with me. So the way I'm going to bow in might be slightly different than what you're used to. I've heard that O Sensei bowed in differently all around the world, depending on where he was. In Iwama with 2 claps, and that was because there's a Shinto shrine there where a priest was taking care of that shrine, so we were all clapping twice. The claps are to wake the kami. We're waking the kami, or the spirit, the Buddha spirit. The clap is the sound that wakes the kami. The clap is also a way for us to come together as unity as we clap together. What I'm going to do today is bow twice and clap 4 times. About 20 years ago, when I went to practice in Shingu, I fell in love with this way of clapping. And this is to bring in heaven, fire, water, and earth. Heaven are those things that we can feel but not always see, like our ki. And fire is our incredibly fiery spirit and the way we get heated up when we practice Aikido. Water is the fluidity of our practice, and water by its nature is so powerful and yet also so gentle. And then earth, that earth element that we bring into the body when we train with our hanmi, our incredibly strong posture that we work on. So we're finding this balance of the 4 elements. So when we bow, just like what you're all used to, bowing twice, hands coming up, and then when you clap, bring your right hand down so you can clap into the receptive side 4 times together, and then bow 1 more time, and I'll turn and we'll bow to each other, and we'll start moving around. Onegai shimasu. Great. Onegai shimasu. All right, everybody, come on up and let's just get the body stretched out and warmed up. Shake out your hands and shake out your legs. Keep your breathing going as you do this. We're going to start with the heaven and earth breath. So we're going to breathe in the breath of earth. Touch the earth with your mind. Touch the sky with your mind. Take in as much breath as you can. Hold your breath for a moment and then let your breath out. Feeling that breath coming out through your hands in a spiraling fashion. Kokyu is the spiral forward. Breathing in the breath of earth. Use your mind, touching the earth and touching the sky with your mind. Take in as much breath as you can. Hold for a moment and breathe out. And when you're breathing out, if you can feel this, it's a centrifugal spiral. That means it's coming from your center and it's spiraling out through the hand blades, because we're going to be doing a lot of work with cutting today and feeling that angle. So feel that spiral through your hand blade. And we'll do 3 more of those together, taking in as much breath as you can, letting out as much breath as you can. You guys are welcome to join. Now we're going to breathe in and let the breath shoot out. Breathing in. One more. Good. Take your arms and circle. Carolina Sensei really warmed you up pretty well. We'll just do a few warm-ups. What I'd like you to do now is take your right hand and give yourself kotegaishi. But as you do that, you're going to get a big hanmi, same side. So if you're doing kotegaishi to your right hand, I'm going to mirror you. I'm doing my left. Get in a big left hanmi. Big, excuse me, for you guys, right hanmi. And I want you to give yourself kotegaishi and imagine now you're taking the ukemi. So you're really stretching out the left side of your body. Big, big, big stretch. Feeling the side stretch, just like you're about to take ukemi here. And you can even let that leg come up if you want to. And in a moment, we'll try the ukemi. So now you're going to give yourself kotegaishi on your left side. Really stretch the wrist and the neck and the side of your body. If you're in your left hanmi, you're going to just feel that stretch through the right side of your body, stretching your neck and your side. Good. Now this time when you do the other side, imagine you're actually throwing yourself. So you're taking yourself to that back third point. Taking yourself to the back third point. If you have space, take a back fall or a forward fall, whatever you have space for. If you don't have a lot of space in your room, you can come down to the floor and reach that right hand through and take your forward roll. If you've got space, you know, take as big a fall as you want. I usually take a back fall from kotegaishi, so I'm taking my own balance to the back third point. Go ahead and just do that a few times, taking your own balance. Taking your own balance. Good. Now we're going to do another stretch. So it's a kind of like a simulation of Shihonage. Take your right arm and reach it up. Take your left arm and reach it through. If you're able to, grab your palm or your fingers. Stretching your shoulder, stretching your side. Really, really feeling that stretch through the side of the body. And then just like you're throwing yourself, where would the angle go to take your own balance? It would go to your back. This foot here, for you guys, it's your right foot. That's a strong line. So I wouldn't throw myself there. I would go, oh, there's my weak line. Oh, and there goes my balance. And then the other side, stretching the shoulder, the scapula, your neck, your side. And then where is the balance taken? Where's that little spot, that sweet spot, that third point? All right, good job. Shake them out. And then take yourself in some circles. Back and forward. All right, so I noticed Lars Sensei worked on some Shihonage. We're gonna focus on 2 or 3 techniques, but we're gonna start with a warm-up with our boken. If you don't have a boken, if you just have, you have a small space, you don't have a ceiling, totally fine to grab a butter knife or a tanto or a wakizashi. So we're gonna do a warm-up that helps us get our hand and our center connected. So we'll start by coming into Ken Kamai. And all we're going to do is 2 steps with our boken or our tanto or our butter knife if you don't have a high ceiling. And let's bring our boken straight up and straight down. Hand and center connection. Hand and center connection. The idea is as soon as your back leg begins to move, your back hand picks up. You can feel the connection between your hand and your center. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to let's start again in Ken Kamai, and we're going to let the tip of our boken drop to the side that's forward. So we're still doing our 2 steps, hand and center together. Hand and center connected. Hand and center together. Connect your hand and center. And your body movement. Good. So I want you to try something now. See if you can move your mind before you move your body. In other words, it's the same feeling that we experience if someone's coming in to attack us. We're not just waiting and then moving suddenly, but as O-sensei called this imyoku, the power of attraction, we want to call out to our partner, opponent, or that energy so that we're already meeting it before it touches us. We want to feel it before it touches us. So now with your boken, the idea is that your mind is going to begin the movement before your body does. And if you're having trouble grasping that, just imagine someone's coming for you and you want to connect to them through your mind before your body moves. So feel the connection. Let's continue with some 2 steps. Let your spirit go out before you begin your movement. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to do a few more Taisabaki practices with our boken. Let's practice now Tenkan and Irimi briefly. So we're going to let the tip drop. I'm in my right hanmi, and I'm going to step with my right foot. My left foot comes behind me. And then I'm going to change hanmi. Tip goes to the left, step into Tenkan, and change hanmi and Tenkan. You're changing hanmi every time, and then practicing Tenkan, just for a few moments. The hands in the center are connected. Yes. Lovely. That looks really nice, everybody. Good. We're going to do the same thing with Irimi now. So I'm in right hanmi, and the tip goes to the right, and I practice my Irimi. Moving your body. Feel your mind move before your body. Call out to the spirit in front of you. Good. Now we're going to do what I call a backside step. And this is the blend we're going to be working with for the rest of today's class. So here I am in Ken Kamai. I'm in a right hanmi. And as my left foot steps to the left, I'm going to bring my boken up and down. So once again, it's the connection between your hand and your center, but it's not just your body moving. Let the movement come from inside you and let your mind begin the movement. If the mind thing is a little too esoteric for you, just feel the movement come from within. It's not about your arms, it's about your center. Connecting to Ame no Minaka Nushino Okami, that as O Sensei called this, the center of the universe, but then feel your own center. Feel your center. Align your hands in your center and bring your bokken straight up for Shomanuchi right now. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So now let's come into a right hanmi, and we're going to imagine that somebody is coming for yoko menuchi, coming to strike the side of your right temple. Not with a bokken right now, just with their hand, but you keep your bokken. The partner comes and you move off the line and you strike for their center. Now we're going to take our bokken and we're going to bring the blade to the left